I gotta go to you first because this is the one I'm most eager to hear about. You saw Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
I did, and it just is completely, absolutely 100% batshit crazy and off its arse in the best possible ways. I think like the natural comparison to this movie is probably Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
Oh, yes.
Right, this is not like a biopic though, is it?
It is.
It is, but one where they proudly advertised they did no research whatsoever for this.
It's not even that. It's a biopic about Weird Al Yankovic that is 100% incorrect in every single way.
Yeah.
Like
it's a bold take on the genre. I'll give it that.
Well, the thing I like about it is it's a parody of biopic movies by a guy who makes parody music. And at one point in the movie, he makes the bold claim that he actually wrote Eat It before Beat It was made. And that then gets furious at Michael Jackson for the rest of the movie because he just thought he bit off his style and that parody music is dead. It's just so brilliant. I think it could, at times it risks feeling like a bit of a one-note joke, but it's just so snappy, it just keeps moving. Like all of the moments in it where he goes into his inspirations behind his like silly parody songs. They spend the first like 20 minutes of the movie having his parents tell him that he's never going to amount to nothing and that he should give up all of his dreams until he finds an underground poker party in the hills around Hollywood, and everyone's just in there listening to like oompa music and someone hands him an accordion and then he instantly becomes a legend. It's just wacky as fuck. You know, you go from moments where like he's in a serious relationship with Madonna to having a kung fu style fight in a diner to going over to Pablo Escobar's private island and then like throwing a big piece of sharp metal through his face. Honestly, all of this stuff happens in the movie and it all makes complete sense in context, but it's just out of the box. It's just insane. Really, really funny. There's a brilliant scene where every like bizarre comic personality you could possibly think of is at a party where he has to come up with. He gets challenged by John Deacon from Queen, the bass player from Queen, who's played by David Dalmakian from like Ant-Man and a bunch of other movies, to come up with a parody to Another One Bites the Dust, and then like he does this Another One Rides the Bus, and like it's the, you know, and everyone acts basically like it's the single greatest thing that's ever happened. And there's like Conan O'Brien playing Andy Warhol there. There's like just this weird combination. Like Paul F. Tompkins is playing Gallagher and he smashes a watermelon. Just every strange comic like actor and presence you could possibly think of dressed up as like really, really weird obscure comedic personalities. That's like the strange centerpiece of the first half of the movie. Evan Rachel Wood plays Madonna, who forms a deep romantic relationship with Weird Al Yankovic all the movie, and she is brilliant as well, like really, really funny.
What the fuck is this thing?
It just makes no sense, right? And that's why it makes 100% sense when you watch it.
Okay, but how's Radcliffe as Yankovic?
He's brilliant. Yeah, I mean,
it's that in itself is like that. Of anyone you could cast as him, and like, let's be honest, Radcliffe and his acting career post Potter, he's gone for some bold fucking choices. Like, he doesn't have to do a Guns Akimbo, but he went and fucking did it.
Swiss Army Man.
Yeah.
Spartan Corpse movie. I kind of knew that he'd be, there was like a brief second when he got cast as Weird Al where I was like, oh, that's a weird choice. But then I remember that footage of him on Graham Norton doing the Tom Lehrer Elements song, and I was like, oh, he's actually the perfect guy for this. Like, he's such a fanboy of this kind of like nerdy parody music that he's actually perfect for it.
He is perfect for it. And he plays Weird Al Yankovic completely, like, you know, down the line at first goofy, and then he plays him like a washed out rock star, and then he plays him like a kung fu superhero, and then he plays him like a machine gun toting action hero, and then he plays him like a sort of drunken, burned out, scraping the bottom of the barrel rock star. And it's just... he's doing like a million different versions of Weird Al Yankovic, and the best thing is pretty much everything that happens in the movie, as I say, bears absolutely no resemblance to any single moment in Weird Al Yankovic's life whatsoever. It's brilliant. It's one of those things where it's completely pointless that it exists, but I'm so happy that it does, because it works on a number of levels. And yeah, if you really enjoy sort of like parody music biopics, I'm not going to put it in the same category as Spinal Tap. It's, I'd say, as good, I would say, as Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. And I really like that movie. So yeah, I was laughing all the way through it. And I watched it by myself as well. So me pissing myself at a movie that I'm watching alone in my bed before I go to sleep, that's when you know something is really funny.